Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Marks and welcome to video discussion number 3. This week we were asked to look at fundamentalist controversy in American history. When someone hears the name fundamentalist in the public, it's usually defining someone who's an extremist of sorts. The word has really taken a new meaning in today's modern age, and terrorism and fundamentalists seem to go hand in hand more and more. This was not always so. To the many articles and essays and chapters we have been reading, fundamentalists simply meant someone or some organization that defined the characteristics, the core of what it means to be a Christian into distinct doctrinal foundations, those including the deity of Christ, the Bible being the inerrant and the inspired Word of God, and the Trinity, to name a few. So why then has the word fundamentalist shifted into, according to Answers in Genesis, who reports it is commonly used to mean narrow-minded, bigoted, intolerant, fanatical, and suppressive of opposing views? Well, perhaps this is not without cause. After all, there are many organizations that call themselves Christians and yet act nothing like what true Christianity has stood for thousands of years. A good example would be some of those associated with the prosperity gospel, those mega churches. It seems the shift occurred during the dawning of Darwinism in America. See, Darwin's radical theory, perpetuated in the book The Origin of Species, defied the previously universally held belief that God was the author of the heavens and the earth. Darwin's evolution suggested that life on Earth happened by accident through a series of random chance beset by environmental conditions, otherwise known as natural selection. The idea took off dramatically in America and led to some of the most hotly debates in scholastic realms that academia has ever seen. In 1892, the New York Times reported on Professor Ramos, who was discussing his book, Darwin After Darwin. And the New Yorker reports that Ramos expounded upon the intricacies of Darwin's theories, but more importantly, that he held a mixed view of evolution. See, this is important because many professing Christians today, and back then, believed in evolution and the idea that maybe it was God that directed evolution. See, this is dangerous, as the Commoner from Lincoln, Nebraska reports in 1921, Darwinism transforms the Bible into a storybook and reduces Christ to the stature of a man. See, those that continue to believe that God created the heavens and the earth with the word of his power adhere to the principles of Christian belief in the deity of Christ, his death, resurrection, and imminent return. And the inerrant, inspired word of God, those are called fundamentalists. And yet the word is increasingly becoming one that describes the most negative forms of human nature. You see, the war between Darwinism and fundamentalist is one that many identify as science versus religion. However, I vehemently disagree and make the distinction that it takes far more faith to believe in evolution than it does to believe that God created the world in 6 days. Thank you.